West Covina here for the title matches on a Sunday afternoon. The jam-packed JBT weekend should be a classic here in the title match, as two of the biggest names, Solomon Slum and Cyril Cadina's going at it for the scratch title. To the left, Roman Miller having a career day, trying to win his first, continues to strike over there. He's playing Gage Baker for the Handicap title. U17 over on the left, Caitlin Abagania takes on Elias O'Halloran. Those two seen each other a few million times. So we'll keep track of all three matches as we go. Solomon on fire, 8-0-1 for his last 3 games. And slaps that 7-pin silly for a spare strike to open things up with a self-deprecating shake of the head. It wasn't perfect enough for Solomon. Pretty ball from Gage. He answers Miller's opening double with a double of his own. Gage is the one giving pins. He's got to win by 17 to tie, 18 to win. Cyril, as is well documented at this point, trying to break a long winless drought. Ah! And the reason he has been on this winless drought is been far more things like that than through bad shots of his own, as he has had bad breaks and big games thrown against him in these title matches. And a pocket 7-10 will add to that misery. Early on, though, still plenty of time. All the way Solomon's bowling, this match might already be over. Take your plaque and go home. Cyril openly stated that he's trying to catch and pass Dallas Leong as the biggest title winner from out of Las Vegas. And ever since he's made that public, he hasn't even sniffed a win. Second. It'll come eventually, but he's got his hands full against Solomon. And the pins, apparently. Deep inside line on a blown-out 39-foot pattern, and the pins rebound this time as he gets a wicked messenger. Roman like that. Roman's been sending a lot of messengers to the zone today. Roman has bowled probably 5 or 6 tournaments this year and done absolutely nuclear squash until this tournament, where he finally found a pattern he liked and he lit it up. Going plus 201 for his 5 qualifying games and showing no signs of slowing down as he crunches a 3rd rack in a row. Wow, and instead of running away with it, Solomon now has a 3-7 to deal with. The bowlers told me they bowled a match earlier today on this, or bowled earlier on this pair, and said that one lane was hooking way more than the other. That might obviously have an effect on the scores already early on here. Roman for 4. Oh, goodness. Great shot, ringing 10. Haven't seen as much of Elias this spring, as he's become a 2-sport star. He plays a lot of baseball as well. Glad he could stop on in for the indoor sport today. Another big turnout, 96 bowlers on a Mother's Day here in LA. Gage is one of those bowlers where he's up in my face every 10 seconds. You think you know the cut? What do you think the cut is? What's this next game going to be like? What's the format for February of 2029? You know, stuff like that. What he's got to not be thinking about is the pins that he's giving. Just bowl his game. He's bowling great himself. Don't worry about your opponent. Nothing you can do about the handicap difference right now. Wow. I hope I caught that on camera, as Caitlin somehow chopped the 2 off the 4 with righty normal hook. That was unusual. Caitlin hasn't carried anything in the last 3 games. She lost to Madison Holman in the girls scratch title match and didn't have many strikes to show for a lot of pocket hits in the match she just lost previously. No trouble at the spare for Baker. So with that powerful upper body. That's where most of that 200 power comes from. When he throws it good, his balance is pristine. Popped up just a little bit. He thought that was going to be better than it was. Instead, a flat. No! Gage slaps that knife in Philly. Gage, Solomon, Sorrell, and Roman, all two-handers. So, as per usual in these days. You know what the Fosbury flop was? You know who Dick Fosbury was? He was a dude, the first dude that ever figured out that high jumping like this is better than high jumping like this. And revolution, changed that sport forever. I think that's what's happening in bowling too. I think Belmo has Fosbury to this game. Is almost always more than half of the scratch bowlers make the cut are two-handed. And why not? The game rewards power. It's fun. Chicks dig the hook. Gage switched from one-handed to two-handed. Gage's dad, Mark No Slouch, he saw what's going on in the world, and he put on a two-handers only earlier this year. That was a big success. There'll be additional ones of those coming up. Roman's worst shot of the title match broke up the split, and he's only the 6'10". Begs for the spare and gets it. Caitlin's in trouble over there. At least it's gone spare double 5-bagger. Caitlin just trying to get out of the way at this point. Of course, both she and Elias have made the TV shows at Junior Gold and the Team USA Bowling event over the years. Way back when she was like about 7 or 8 years old, I think. No, she was 12. Under 12. That's still not carrying over there. Roman misses wide right. Salah misses a pinch right. So not the score fest we thought might happen in scratch here. One of the two handicap finalists bowling the higher games. Big thanks to John and the whole crew here at Covina for hosting us. First time here in quite a few years. Winnetka wraps it up. Invitational weekend. There's only very few weekends remain that aren't invitationals. In fact, Cactus next week in Tucson is the last non-invite weekend of the season. It seems like the year takes forever, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So are Abagania's chances as Elias knows where the camera is, number one, and is on his way to a 270 game over here. Big shot for Gage. Normal to miss left when the lanes start to break down and the title match pressure kicks in. Family desperately trying to keep him positive. Yes, if you haven't put that together, that's Mark Baker. Gage's dad. Always mom cheerleader. Salama strikes in the 5th and continue to trail by 1. Gage switches to plastic, cross lane at the 6'10", and no problem there. It's so funny when you see a guy that you watched on TV on tour growing up and you idolized, and he's just another parent desperately cheering on his kid, living and dying on every shot his kid throws. Wow, neither Sorrell nor Solomon can get locked in. It's a bad break for Gage over there, not getting the 10 out. Cover's fair to shoot at. Shouldn't have any trouble at the 2. Gage a tougher 310, but covers it beautifully. He trails by 7 on the scoreboard. He's giving another 17, so a 24-pin deficit. Not really a ton, especially in handicap. Things can change rapidly. Not with Sorrell, I'd take about 29 re-racks until the pins finally started to cooperate with him again. Iron shot for Miller, inching towards his first career title. Oh yeah. That 7th pin out again. Caitlin's going to finish it at 190 to Elias's outstanding 266 effort. That ball, he posts the follow through and has just enough to suck out the 10. Gives it a little extra long look at that 10 pin, saying, "Really? You fell? Thank you for that." He's getting close to putting this thing away here. Oh, good lord. Well, with an opportunity to put the hammerlock down, a solid 8 out of nowhere. Keeps Gage afloat. And Roman with not as big a reaction. You can get some pretty good reactions out of him, and he's kind of stoic at a really rotten break. Meanwhile, Salamat catches that double to take the lead by 9. Struck. I had it right, yes. Second guessing myself. Hey, I haven't talked much today, so. Oh, look out! Man. Compounds a bad break with a bad shot, misses that 8 pin. Shades of Dart Longa there, unfortunately, as Salama consolidates that into a triple and extends his lead to 19. But Sorrell Strike working to do something about it. Big opportunity for Gage right here. It's there. Oh, he trips out the 4. Sorrell posts that one, and it climbs all the way back. You got that one way wide right. All the way up the hill, and now it looks like both bowlers got it figured out. Solomon just can't believe that ball got all the way up. Another giant shot for Baker. It's close. It was a better shot. He got through it like Mark wanted him to. Rather have had him do that than go high again. At least you're trying to make that move. Spare it up, Gage. You never know. If Gage was a guitar, he would be that really high string. He's just very, very tense. Which is hilarious because Mark's about the easiest going guy I know. Nice job with the 2-5. That's no easy spare. So now Gage leads by 5 and gives 17 back, so a 12-pin lead for Miller. He's working on an open in the 9th. Sorrell looking to tie things up, basically. Oh, right in the 1-3. Two of the best appear to have it figured out. Should be a great 9th and 10th over here in scratch. Roman's still in great position despite that sketchy 8th frame. We'll see if he can mentally and physically recover here in the 9th. Tie. Oh, but it holds on. Got that little shim working for him. 10 in the 5th there. Solomon on 3 now. Oh, man. That is the kind of break Cardenas has not had in some time. As an opponent throws it great and gets a 9 count instead of a strike. That's been happening the other way around. Solomon going at a 2-0 pace. As is Sorrell at this point. If Roman doesn't strike on this ball, it will come down to a fill ball in the 10th for him, as far as shutting out Gage. Oh, and it isn't a strike, it's half of them, and oh my goodness. What a turn of events over here. We'll check back on that in a second. Right now, Solomon strike spares for 206, Sorrell 9 spare strikes for 207. Roman up quickly at the church, only gets the 3. So that is 187 plus those 17 pins for 204. Gage needs 19 in the 10th to win, and he's on that spare, so he needs at least 9 on this ball, or at least 8 on this ball to stay alive. Solomon a little more loft on the left. He flushes it. Obviously can't shut out Sorrell. Shot of Gage's season, at least, right here. Good shot. Boy, oh boy. There's hundreds of people in here. There's not a big crowd left, but the crowd that is left is engaged as both these matches became excellent at the tail end here. Gage obviously must make this. And then strike to win at 9 to tie. First things first, has to have the 10. He does. He's going to go back and get a last second pep talk. That's illegal with us. Here's Solomon's shot in the 11th. He does get the hit. Strike is a win. 9 is a tie. We'll do a 2-frame roll off. 8 or less, Roman wins. Every bowler's dream, this shot right here. He doesn't get it. Checked up early, the 6 is not enough. And snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, Roman Miller wins today's handicap title. My goodness gracious. Heartbreaker for Gage, but thrilling for Roman. Solomon's fill ball is very important here. Oh, he only gets 8 on the fill ball. That makes life a little easier for Sorrell as Solomon finishes at 214.
So it's
38. So strike and count wins over here. He must strike on this ball to finally end the winless drought. This shot. Cures it. Well, I tell you what, the way things have been going for him, that 8 pin was the last pin to fall in that rack. And if that 8 pin had somehow decided it was a good idea to not fall, I don't really know what we'd be experiencing right now.
Well, he'd probably still be standing still, but
still needs, I guarantee you would. Does 8 lock it up?
Yeah.
38, 68,
7,
96. No, it still needs 9 to technically. You'd need a pin off the 8.
Oh.
That's a little in.
That's good.
This is a guy who just celebrated his final birthday with us, so he's already done lots of bigger and better things in this sport than this, but you can tell it still means a heck of a lot to him right there to finally get that hit and break that drought. .228 to 214. Oh no! Look out, Solomon! Fantastic stuff out of all of our finalists. Great finish for Mother's Day here in SoCal. We'll do it again in Cactus Country next week. Well done. It's, I believe, 73. For real, was it 8 or 9? It was like 10 or 11. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
Those were all wins that are like, they shot like 240.
Right. Oh, yeah.